Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with a brand new anime reaction. This is the Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity episode 1 reaction. So this show, it has been on my radar for a while. Not only because a lot of people have recommended this to me, but also because I did know that the manga is actually extremely popular. Like I used to see this manga, everyone recommending this manga when this didn't have any type of anime announcement. A lot of people recommended this manga. I didn't read it because I was like, it's gonna have an anime eventually. I'm just gonna watch it then. And yeah, it's here. So there you go. Now, a lot of people has recommended this to me, and I knew about it from before as well. So I'm looking forward to this. Let's see how this is. And like genuinely, a lot of people have like said so many good things about this. So I have high expectations. Yeah, let's see what this is about. So this is episode 1. Let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Wow, the visuals looks really nice. That's a high schooler? Damn, he looks like wow. Oh boy, anime. Okay, let's listen to the opening. Okay. Hmm. Wait, is this sung by? Wow, this is okay. You know what? I have to say, the colors, the visuals. Yeah, Tasya Kitani. I was thinking. I was like, it sounds very familiar. So there you go. Um, yeah. It. Wow, this is so beautiful. You know what? Great job for the visuals. Oh, Cloverworks. Okay, makes sense. I was like, which studio did this? This is beautiful. Okay. Wow. All right, that was good. What's happening here? Some. Oh my god. Harassing. Chidori. It's the name of the school. Oh, there he is. So he's Rintaro. Oh, he's right behind you. There he is. He was gonna apologize. He was gonna apologize. You can see that. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're the ones who started bothering them. It's probably something similar to this. He probably just went and talked to him and he freaked out. Arguing. Oh, damn. Damn! Hey! Yeah? Wow. Oh, okay. Kikyo. Wait, so that's Chidori and the. Oh no, they're gonna be. Alright, here we go. Yeah, what? What is this? What the? Okay, this is extreme. What? That is crazy. That is some crazy misunderstanding. Oh, it's right. Okay, next door, I guess. That's why he was looking at the other side and he was saying, like, that place has nothing to do with me. Right. Not a trace of noble lady. Um. Oh. Yeah, okay, so that's why he was looking on the other side. Hmm. Right. Oh, he has some kind of appointment, I feel like. Need your help at the store. Hmm. Oh, Patricia. So he works here as a. Okay. Hmm. Oh, even his friends. Hmm. There she is, the main character, the main heroine. Right. Hmm. I don't think she is. What? Why did she get flustered? Oh, that's why. Okay, makes sense. I was like, why did she get flustered? Yeah, she's probably in the other school. Oh boy, it's pretty obvious. Nah, I think she got embarrassed. Waguri. Ah, well, she ran away, so. Hmm. Oh, I realized he took out he took out his earrings. Right. Trauma? Oh no, nah. Uh, yeah, he keeps a lot of things hid, like doesn't share a lot of things with his friends. Yeah, he hasn't even told them about the fact that his family is has a petition, like has a cake shop. Oh my god. Okay. Right. Yeah. Um. What? Why? Okay. Well, free food, I guess. Uh, yeah. What? Why is she? That's why. Oh, okay. She what? She wants to eat it? Oh no. That. Right. Yeah. It's sparkling. Right. Yes. Oh, that makes sense. She was like, oh, there's nobody here, so she wasn't embarrassed to eat so much. Kaoruko, Waguri, Rintaro, and Kaoruko. Finally, what? Right. Which makes sense. He helps out in the store. Yeah. Yeah. Well, she was embarrassed because this. Oh, right. Oh, I thought she was embarrassed of the. Hmm. Duh. Yeah, you know, it's our business. You can buy as many as you like. Right. Hmm. Okay, well, hmm, okay, well. Oh my god, someone's here. Oh, these two. Those two guys. Yeah, from his childhood, people probably. Oh, is that why? Oh, that's why he doesn't share the fact that his parents have a cake shop. Hmm. Yep. Oh. Yep. There we go. Are these the same guys we saw in the morning? Oh, there you go. Yeah, same guys. Okay. Oh. Nah, she's talking about. Nah, they crapped their pants. That's why. Yeah, what is this? Who the hell? Okay, these people are just. Oh damn. Oh boy, I feel like they'll come back later. These will be annoying, the annoying ones. Oh boy. I was thinking, like punching doesn't, like make it. How the hell would he? Yeah. So he hit his. I don't think he's ever got into any fight. Like he just looks scary. That's all. Hmm. Oh. Mm. Well, the thing is, I feel like his friends are also very, those three. They're also very good people. So if he, opens his heart to them as well, they'll also be accept him. Okay. Okay. Well, damn, he came first. Yeah. Empty classroom. Oh, it's. Oh, I feel like she's going to. Yep, she's going to end up coming in from the window, right? Right. And there she is. Well, this was pretty obvious. Like, come on, it's a whole ass setting. He closed the curtains. And no. Yeah. Well, like I said, it was a so obvious setting. Like, we have a rich girl school on the other side, and the main girl is obviously going to be from there. Okay, let's hear the ending. Okay. Wait, whose fault is this? Wow, this is beautiful. It's just putting the buildings together. Okay. All right, and there you go. That was the first episode. Um, so that was episode one of The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. And I think the Japanese name is Kaoru Hana wa Rinto Saku or something like that. Wait a minute, let me check. Kaoru Hana wa, I think it's something like that. Kaoru Hana wa Rinto Saku. Yeah. So it's kind of, like obviously it's a play on words. You can see Kaoru is like her name, Kaoruko, right? Her name. While Hana wa Rin is Rintaro for Rintaro, I'm guessing. Yeah, her name is Kaoruko and he's Rintaro. Um, and Hana is flower, so Kaoru Hana. Kaoru also means smell, right? Yeah. Kaoru Hana wa Rin Tosaku. I'm guessing Rin's other like meaning is dignity or something like that. Maybe that means, yeah, right. So the fragrant flower blooms with dignity. Um, yeah, the title has like a wordplay kind of thing. All right, so that was the first episode. All right, that's a good introduction to this series. We get to see the basic setting of the show is a boys' school and a girls' school. So we have the boys' school, which is like a public school, just normal school, that a lot of people like go to, just a very normal school. Teachers are there, students are there, students goof with each other, do their own thing, just like a normal school. While we have the prestigious Ojo-sama school just beside them, where like rich ladies go there, and they have this, this what can I say, like this sophisticated way of like walking, talking, and like all that. And these people absolutely despise the girls, despise the school on the other side. Now, I don't know why it is this much. Like, why the hell? Like, did you see that? Like, there's one thing. Like I can understand like not liking the other people, but that was some extreme thing. Like, she dropped a handkerchief, and one of the boys were like, "Oh, you dropped it," and she's like, "Oh, throw that away," or something like that. She said, right? What? Okay, I feel like that is like some next level, like hatred. Like, what the hell, man? Oh, you know what? I said it's probably they're rich. That's also why. I was like, who the hell throws away a handkerchief just because of that? Yeah, they're rich as well, so I guess it doesn't matter to them. They can just buy 100 more. So and the whole, oh my god, that was insane. I was baffled to see when the girl was like, throw it away. Like, what? Throw it away. That was the last thing I was expecting her to say. Like, I don't know, I was expecting her to be like, oh, what the hell, you picked it up, and take it away from her and run away or something like that. But throw it away? Okay, nah, that is crazy. That is some next level insane, like, oh my god, reply to something like that. Okay, now so that's the setting, obviously, and we have obviously the main character Rintaro, who is kind of feared in the neighborhood, and a lot of other people fear him who don't know him. Obviously his friends know him, so they don't fear him. And they, like when they look at him, they like get scared because of his, I'm guessing his, he's pretty big, he's very tall, and his face probably scares other people because he has like this sharpness to his face. And not only that, he has earrings, his hair is like kind of like blonde and everything. Now I'm guessing, I don't think he dyes his hair. I think that's his natural color, most probably, and people probably mistake him to dyeing his hair. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm guessing that's his natural color, because his mother also, that's his mother, right? I'm assuming, or his sister, I have no idea, either mother or sister, but she also has that hair color. So I think it's his natural hair color, and people think that he dyes it, and they think that he's a delinquent. That's why. Also, like I said, the earrings probably like make them afraid as well. He's pretty damn tall. That also makes people afraid. His eyes are very sharp. That also makes people afraid. So people immediately just jump into conclusions. And not only that, we also saw in the little recollection that he was having, where people spread rumors about him because he looks this way. People used to make fun of him because his home has a cake shop, and people used to be like, oh, like he looks like this and he has a cake shop, what the hell. They used to make fun of him. That's also why he doesn't share the fact that he has a cake shop with his friends, because he's feared of he fears getting like teased about it or something like that, I'm guessing. Right. And all of these reasons are why he keeps to himself. He doesn't share much about himself to others. And like, yeah, that's why. Now, while we have the girl here whose name is Kaoru Wagui, I think, yeah, she is this person who comes to his shop. He used to help out now and then, so Waguri used to see him, and finally she got an opportunity to talk to him. It started with a little bit of a misunderstanding where she ran away because she was like embarrassed when Rintaro talked to her. Yeah, but in the end she made everything clear. She was like, oh no, I was not afraid of you, I was just like, I don't really talk to boys, so I got embarrassed. Okay, and yeah, so this guy, and obviously she is from the other school, Kikyo, I think that was her name, the Ojo-sama school, which was pretty obvious. Like, come on, like that's a whole, like, I feel like everyone could guess that's what's going to happen, because we have the boys school, the girls school back to, like, side by side, and then the main character meets a girl. Obviously she's going to be from the next school. Like, come on. But yeah, the revelation was pretty funny, because I don't know what I was expecting. I was expecting them to meet in the while she was getting into school or something like that, but they like met each other, like realized that they are like literally like neighbors when she was opening the window. That was funny. Yeah, so there you go. Right. Now obviously from here onwards we're probably going to see a lot of like a lot of things. Like, I feel like this is this is a very interesting setting, because there's a lot of things we have to think about. First and foremost, I'm pretty sure Rintaro might try to hide the fact from others that he knows her, because he will think that if it gets revealed that he knows her, or she comes to the cake shop, people might say bad things about her. So Rintaro might try to hide that fact from his friends, and like something like that. Now I'm not sure exactly what Kaoruko would do. I think I don't know. I think she might want to, like, probably will try to speak to him directly, but Rintaro will probably try to avoid her, or something like that will happen, I'm assuming. From like, from how this is going, in the direction that this is going. But I don't know how that is going to conclude. Whether it will be an open, like, fact that, oh, these two know each other, or will these two like keep hiding it from their friends, and like a like a secret type of a connection while nobody knows about it. Is it going in that direction, or is this going to be just an open thing? That's what I'm not sure about. So let's wait and see. I feel like it might go in the whole, like, only both of us know that we like speak to each other, but nobody else know. I think it's going to be something like that. you know yeah, so I'm not sure. Let's wait and see. Now, not only that, I think because there's a whole ass like Ojo-sama school literally next door, I feel like it's not only Rintaro and Kaoruko. I feel like there is a potential, a possibility of the other characters as well might actually get some, like, love interests in the future. I don't know that. I just because it is like, what can I say? It has like a there's a whole school. There's a whole school of like Ojo-samas literally next door. And if Rintaro and Kaoruko, if they start connecting and everything, I feel like his friends will also probably start connecting with like Kaoruko's friends, because literally in the opening you can see there's a lot of girls here. So I'm guessing those are Kaoruko's friends. And in that way, I feel like there is a future potential of other characters also getting love interests from that school. You know, so yeah, I don't know if that's what's going to happen, but there's a big possibility, and I'm just thinking. But yeah, but that's I feel like that's going to happen way, way, way later, because for now, at least these two schools hate each other. So, right, in no way is this happening anytime soon. For now, at least, Karuko and Rintaro will probably be the ones who will connect more and their relationship with progress. Right. But you know what? Let's wait and see. Like, the thing is, I feel like there must be some girls on the other school, right, who doesn't hate this school. Like, come on, like, you cannot expect me to believe that each and every girl in that school hates this school, the boys in this school. That is, I don't know, I feel like that is impossible. Like surely some people doesn't have that much amount of hatred, right, for this school. I don't know. But let's wait and see. Like Kaoruko, obviously, I don't think Kaoruko has any type of, because she literally said, in this episode only, that you haven't even talked to like Rintaro. How can you judge someone like that? Without even knowing about them. So a girl who says something like that, in no way would she judge the boys in this school in that same way. So, the just like how the girls we saw in the very first part of the episode who were like judging the boys, I doubt Kaoruko is like that, because she literally said something completely opposite to that. So she'll probably be fine with like Rintaro and the other his friends as well. Like she won't have any type of like animosity towards them. Right, but I'm thinking about the other characters who will probably meet, like who we see in the opening. There's like, how many girls are there? There's like 3 to 4 girls other than Kaoruko, I think. Right? Or wait a minute, let me check the opening song. Just a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah, there are a few of them. Okay, at least 2 more characters, I think. There's this white-haired girl, and then there's this other girl. Wait a minute, just a minute, let me check. Okay. Oh no, never mind. There's only one girl. The white-haired girl. Okay. I thought there were a few more. Okay, never mind. Okay, so I just saw wrong. Right. So okay, never mind. So I'm guessing it's just going to be one girl, like who's probably Kaoruko's friend or something. Right. So yeah. Well, you know what? Let's wait and see, because I feel like in potentially in the future there will be characters who will meet from that school. Will probably get together with other characters from this school. I don't know. I just get the feeling, because this is too obvious. Like we have two schools having completely opposite, like how like in a lot of like rom-coms we have the whole like opposite kind of like opposites attract, that kind of thing. This is like a whole setup of that, right? So I feel like in the future there will be characters like that. But yeah, this is just the first season, I guess. Like we'll have to wait and see. um okay. Now, yeah, the obviously the story of the first episode was basically them, meeting, Kaoru getting embarrassed because she thought, like, like she's never talked to him, so she was embarrassed, like to say, so she ran away. There was a little misunderstanding, but later on, Kaoru came and to apologize. She was like, I can buy, this is my treat. But then she herself loves eating so much, she was just drooling. So Rinta was like, you can have it. Right, and then they talked to each other, cleared up the misunderstanding. She said like, "Oh no, I didn't get scared or anything. I was just like embarrassed because I don't really talk to boys or something like that." She said, um, "Yeah," and then that whole section of her getting harassed and Rintaro coming and listening to the conversation, and Kaoruko saying that, "Oh, you shouldn't judge others without even getting to know them." And I'm baffled to see these guys try to punch her. Like, what is, like, okay, this is just Like, how is this? This is so weird. Like, I don't know. Like, the fact that punching someone in itself is, like, obviously a big no-no. But punching a girl, that in itself is so, I don't know, it feels so wrong, in my opinion. And these characters, without even batting an eyelid, just like, is okay, bro. Like, absolute insanity. Like, who the hell are these guys? I feel like these guys will be back in the future again, trying to, like, oh my god. Right. Anyways, yeah, so that was that. Rintaro gets hurt. Obviously not because of the punch, but because I was thinking he got hurt here. I'm like, he punched from the back. How did he get hurt here? He could get hurt here, maybe in the backside, but why the heck did his head cut over here? I was so confused. And then he explained. He was like, oh, it's not the punch. It's the fact that I tried to cover for you. And I think he said that his head got like banged into the steel shutter or something. That's how he got the cut. So, right. And there you go. And then Kaoruko said that, oh, let's eat cake together. Yeah, and the next scene we see him seeing that Kaoruko is literally on the other side. Oh, in the Ojo-sama school. She's there. Oh boy. But yeah, really good start. Now, a few things to talk about here. So let's talk about Rintaro. I feel like Rintaro's whole, obviously, like, you can see him getting, like, people, as you can see in the little flashback kind of scene that we saw, people kind of making fun of him, people judging him because of his looks and everything. And he has gotten these type of experiences. That is why he's very, like, cautious about who he wants to talk with, who he wants to share his, personal things with. That's why he hasn't shared the fact that his family has a cake shop, even with his friends. Now, these few friends that he has, these three of them, I feel like they will probably be, not will, but they are definitely like good people, like good from the heart. So, like, I feel like they will probably play a big role. Like, obviously, Kaoruko is definitely playing a big role into, like, opening Rintaro's heart, and, for him to, like, trust others, that kind of thing. But not only that, but I feel like his friends will also play that role as well, where, they will help Rintaro understand that, oh no, you know what, these people are good people, like, I can trust. I don't know, I'm just judging them based from the very first episode. Like, from looking at them, I think all three of them are good people, good, good guys. Right. So yeah. Anyways, so I think they will play that role in the future, because, one of his friends was saying that, oh, you know what, like, Rintaro hasn't really opened himself in front of us. He was saying something like that. So yeah. Now, right. So yeah, there you go. That's that. And since Karuko is obviously started to, kind of talk to him and give him, like has started the whole process of him opening his heart. Yeah, I'm sure his friends will also play that role in the future, when he will also be able to trust his friends and share with them, like, personal stuff and other things. Now let's talk about Karuko. We don't really know much about her, as much as we know about Rintaro, because we got a lot of background of Rintaro in today's episode. A lot of other things we got to know. Karuko, however, we just got to know her for a brief moment. She's a girl who comes here to, eat cakes. She loves eating cakes, and she has known Rintaro for a while, because he comes and, helps out in the shop now and then. Right. She's also someone who, as we see, doesn't judge anyone by how they look without talking to them. As she says, like, if you haven't even talked to him, how can we judge that he's this type of a person? By listening to other people? No, without talking to someone, you shouldn't say some things like that about them. If you talk to him, you'll get to know how much of a wonderful person he is. So yeah. And the fact that she is one of the students of the other school, the Kikyo, right? Kikyo Girls High or something like that. So yeah, that's all we know about Kaoruko. Nothing much we know about. So like yeah, let's wait and see. I'm sure we'll get to know more about her. Um, okay. And yeah, I think that is it. Like this is really like this whole setting is kind of like especially not especially, but Rintaro, right? Yeah, his situation reminds me of another show and another character from another show. It's an old show. I wouldn't call it old, but it's a quite a show that came out quite a while ago. It's Toradora. If you have seen Toradora, you'll know. Ryuji literally had the same problem. People used to like he had this scowl in his face, so whenever he used to look at someone, people used to get scared and run away. They used to think he's a delinquent, while Ryuji was like one of the most, like one of the most like calm, like and like one of the most nice boys like out there. He used to like like do like help others, take care of everyone, cook for them, like do like the household works and everything. Like he's like a full like a full family man type of like thing. But when people used to look at him, they used to get scared and run away, and they used to judge him by his looks because he had this scowl in his face whenever he looked at others. People thought they were scowling, he was scowling at them. And so yeah, this is literally what this is. Like this, he gets judged because of others thinking that he is scowling at them, or he looks like some kind of a delinquent or something. So yeah. Okay. And there you go. And that was it. That was my overall impressions for today. Let's wait and see how this relationship progresses. Okay, now that was that. Now let me talk about this episode scene by scene. Let me see if I missed anything worth discussing. In the very first scene, we get to see the school, the boys there being harassed by some other guys, and Rintaro comes in, and he's like, "Oh guys, like like what's up? Like have they done something wrong?" And he was going to say that if they have done something wrong, I apologize, but those guys just ran off, seeing his face. So that's that problem solved. And then we also get to know what happened, because they were saying that they did, like Rintaro did something to one of their juniors. So it turns out that the junior, that guy was getting rejected. Rintaro went just to see if he's okay or not. And he got scared and ran away. Oh my god, imagine getting rejected, slapped in your face, and then seeing someone and getting scared and running away. Oh boy. Anyways, that was that, and then we get the introduction, like the Kikyo, like the school, the Kikyo girls high school, and the other school, their school. I forgot their school's name. And one of the girls dropped a handkerchief, and the boy was like, "Oh, here it is." And she's like, "Oh, throw it away!" Like crazy. Imagine, and that is insanity. Like, can you imagine that the amount of disrespect? Like, you're trying to like help someone, and they say something like that to you. It's one thing to disrespect someone, and it's another thing to disrespect someone when someone is trying to help you. Like that is like some next levels, like like slap in the face. Like, can you imagine, you're trying to help someone from the goodness of your heart, like, "Oh, you dropped something, here you go," and they say something like that. That is crazy. Like, I cannot imagine the amount of disrespect that is. Like I said, it's one thing to disrespect someone, but it's crazy to disrespect someone when they're trying to help you. Like, what the hell? Right, anyways, that scene triggered me, really. I'm like, what is this? Like, what type of... Okay, alright, anyways. God damn it. That is a crazy scene. Okay, so next we have, we get to see that Rintaro, like, family, like, his mother, I don't know, I'm not sure if that's his mother or his sister. I think it's his mother, because, like, she has, like, the the thing here, not wrinkles, but the thing here, which kind of anime characters in anime they denote, like, oh, this is like an elderly, like a lot, like, older than you. So if that was his sister, I don't think she would have that. So I think that is his mother. I might be completely wrong though, you know. Okay, so she she's like, oh, help us out, and he's like helping out, and then we get to eat waguri, and waguri gets embarrassed seeing Rintaro, and she realizes that there's like so many places, and she says something which is kind of funny because I didn't think about it. She says something later. She's like, oh, on that day the store was empty, so I thought I'm going to eat, eat that much amount of cakes. I wasn't expecting someone to come in front of me, so I got embarrassed. Yeah, and yeah, it's true. I guess it makes sense. Like she had the whole plates in front of her, and if the store was like packed, in no way she would have ordered that much. She probably wouldn't have. She saw that the store is empty. She's like, you know what? Let's go crazy. And then Rintaro came in, and she just got flustered. All right. So, anyways, and she ran away, and like Rintaro then says that, "Oh, I'm sorry. Like maybe you like lost a regular because of me." But like the lady, her mother, his mother or his sister, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not sure who that is. Said that, "Oh no, don't worry about it. Like nobody, like yeah, like don't think about it like that." Um, right. And then next day, I think, yeah, she came back, and she's like, "Oh, I'll treat you." But she herself is so wants to eat the cake so much that she's like drooling. So Rintaro gives it to her instead. Yeah, and then like they kind of talk to each other and they kind of clear up the misunderstanding. She says like, I was embarrassed because I never talked to you before. The first time I was talking to you, which is obviously something that made Rintaro be like, wait a minute, really? That's why I thought I scared you. Because up until now, anyone that he has talked to has always said how he has scared them, this and that. So he thinks that is the norm. So someone else saying something like this is like a very surprising thing to him. So he's like, really? That is why? Um, right. So later on, she says goodbye. She also says like trust me, I'm not going to judge you like that. And she goes away. Rintaro did say that let me take you to the station, but she was like it's fine. Yeah, and then she starts getting harassed, and Rintaro's mother comes in and tells him that, oh, like she dropped this, maybe something happened. So he got that, and he rushed off to see where she is, and this is where he sees those two harassing her, and and here he hears Kaoruko saying that, oh, you shouldn't judge him like that. Like how can you judge someone without even knowing him? Like once you talk to him, I'm sure you'll understand. Like how much of a good person he is. And if not, and if you don't want to talk to him, and if you don't want to, know him better, then please refrain from saying these type of things about someone who you don't even know. It's unpleasant. Obviously, those two guys, their ego couldn't handle it, so they tried to punch her, but Rintaro came and covered for her, banged his head on the shutter, so started bleeding. Yeah, and then they ran away and all that. Kaoruko's like, yeah, so all that stuff. Rintaro says like, I'm sorry I put you in this situation. You know, like at first I was thinking, why is he apologizing? But then I remembered that like in the morning these guys were actually like they targeted Kaoruko because Kaoruko knows him. That's why. So I guess that's why Rintaro was thinking that it's his fault. So he was like, I'm sorry, like I because of me you got involved in this. You wouldn't have. Because yeah, I was genuinely at first I was like, why is he saying that it's my fault? Because it's not really his fault. And then I remember that, oh yeah, they targeted her because of him, so that's why he's feeling guilty. But anyways, Kaoruko like kind of like gave her handkerchief, kind of took care of the wound a little bit, and then he goes to the train station with her, sees her off. Right, and that's that. Next morning, Rintaro looks to the side, sees Kaoru opening the window, and he closes the curtains. He's like, "What the hell? She's not a middle schooler. She's on the in the other school. Like, I like. Here's the thing. I don't understand how he thought she's a middle schooler. Like, yeah, she is a little bit short, but like looking at her, you can say that it's not that she's young, it's just that she's short. Like, there's people who you look at and you'll be like, oh, that's a child. And then there's people who you look at and you'll be like, oh, that's just a short person. So, like, Karuko looks nothing like a child. She looks quite like, like a high schooler. It's just that she's short a little bit, and the height, like the height like difference is even bigger because Rintao's like quite big, so it's more like visible. But yeah, like, I don't know why he thought that's a high school, like, that's a middle schooler. Right. Anyways, there you go, and that's where it ended. Now, yeah, let's wait and see, because like I said, there is two ways this can go. Number one, they're going to hide the fact that they know each other, and like that's how the story will go. Number two, they will be open about it and be like, oh yeah, I know you, that kind of thing. I doubt that is happening because no anime has gone that direction at all. Whenever there's like a setting like this where there's a possibility of keeping something a secret between the two characters, animes always go for that, which like makes like a whole like a drama kind of situation where two characters know about something that they share while the others don't. And then there's the whole like that, because that opens up a lot of parts of like a lot of events, like like where someone is trying to hide the fact. It opens up a lot of parts. If they're open about it and they're like, oh yeah, we know each other, takes out a lot of possibilities for like future potential developments in the manga. So I've never seen any manga go the direction of like, oh yeah, we know each other, that's it, done. I don't think I've ever seen any show like that, any manga like that. So I'm sure this is going to go in that direction where these two will keep it hidden for probably. Now the question is how long. Manga slash anime which tries to focus more on the drama part will try to keep that thing hidden up until the maximum amount. But there's some mangas where I've seen that they establish a certain situation like this, but they don't really prolong it that much. They get it done with in a few chapters, and then everybody knows, that kind of thing. I do wonder which this will be. So let's wait and see. And that is it. That was my reaction to episode 1 of The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed, comment down below. Anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know, I'll check them out. That is it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of this show. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.